What's up, guys? I don't know what this channel is called yet, but welcome to the video. Pretty much today we're playing MotorTown. I'm gonna show you how I went from making 20K with the trucking jobs and stuff, and to finding a really good method for me and what I think will be good for everyone else. There's been a lot of videos about this method, but a lot of them fail to give all the details and just things that I picked up along the way that I think might help out other people. So I'm going to be showing you all that in this video, trying to keep it short, simple, and sweet, to the point. I will try not to make it too complicated, I promise. But yeah, let's get right into it. I won't waste any more of your time and show you how to make some cash. Alright, so pretty much how this is going to work. Before you even get started taking meat from the meat factory, you're going to need to supply it. And the only thing that it takes to start producing is containers. You get containers from Jeju Harbor over here by delivering them via vehicle. Right now I'm using the Cuda 6x2, this guy right here. You could use a Jamusi with a trailer, what have you, but this is just what I've bought specifically for this job setup, and I have AI running it right now, which you don't need. You could always do the runs yourself if you're strapped for cash, which will also pay you, I believe, $3 grand there, $3 grand back. Yeah, so anyway, how it works is pretty much you need to either, if you're doing it yourself, you just literally take them from the harbor and there. If you're saving up for a company, that's a good way to do it. Once you have a company, I'm not going to show you how to do that. There's plenty of videos online on how to make a company, but if you're trying to automate this, make it a little easier for yourself, like myself, once you have a company, you just want to make a route. Pretty much you just hit add, go from either one of these to the meat factory, and that's it. That's the route. You can name it whatever you want. I already have 2 tests right here for it set up. Go to your vehicles, make sure you add the vehicle to your company first. Come in here, go to truck route, assign route, and your whatever you have it named as. Mine's meat supply. And once you have that set up, you just want to spawn your vehicle. Just pretend I just spawned it. Hop out, hit OK for the NPC driver, and he will start, doing his thing. You don't need like a big trailer to have this work. You just need one at a time to get it going. So he'll start doing that and getting containers. Once you have containers in here, the number of containers you have will show up in the top left right there. I have 41. It takes 1 container to make 20 meat boxes, so you can do the math on that. You don't need a whole lot. I just like to keep it running in the background so I'm always stocked up, so I can always do these runs. This number right here, the percentage, that is your production speed, and it is boosted by your population and cargo. I've yet to figure out. If anyone knows, leave a comment. But population, I do know how to increase by doing jobs in the area that the factory's in. So pretty much this area right here, there's a map on the wiki if you really want to know the exact borders of it. But pretty much to boost that, all I do is I have a bus running from a terminal, I believe this terminal, making a few stops along the way down to Songsan terminal and back, and that keeps the production pretty high, and pretty much that just boosts how many or how long it takes for your deliveries to replenish. So yeah, so I think we covered you can make money doing the deliveries yourself, how to set up AI and all that. So I believe we are ready to do our first run. Alright, so now that we got that quickly established, how to get it set up before you can actually start the runs, this is the vehicle I will be using and that I have been using. It's a great vehicle. It's the Mammoth. It's an all-wheel drive truck. I haven't tried any of the other trucks with this in particular run, but I've heard, I don't know the name of it, but there's a few different pickup trucks that'll also be good. You can apply the same, you know, setup to those. So I'm just gonna quickly go through. Oh yeah, where you buy the actual truck is right here. Car dealer in, what's that, Gangjung, the specialty car dealer, luxury cars or whatever. It's 120,000. It's a little, you know, pricier than other trucks, but I'd say it's well worth it. You'll make your money back 10 times over. You'll make your money back in the first run. I only have the trailer hooked up to the back here, so I can give you guys the tune code for that. So there's a setup for the truck, 100430, and here is the setup for the trailer, 100456. Pretty much I just raised the suspension on that and dampened it. Alright, and I'll quickly go through what I did. So the two most important things in the setup are going to be actually a few things. Transmission is pretty important. I tried the 6-speed, both 6 speeds, and for me it doesn't work. I should mention too, I drive in automatic mode, so that's where the game's shifting for me. I just like it, it's easier, and with the 5-speed it works out great. I've done this run a lot, so done a few test drives, so that if you like the 6-speed, go ahead, but I just find for lower end 5-speed works. Final drive is the next most important. I found 5.86 works great for me for this run. Yeah, that's it, 5.86. I got 1.5 way clutch packet, limited slip diffs in the front and rear and center. I was running lock diffs, but I tried this out and I like it more. It's a little more controllable for me. And yeah, everything else is maxed. Might be a good idea to get a large radiator and long intake, you know, already comes with the V12 in it, and I'd put a turbo on it. If you want, you could probably run it without the turbo and overheat less. I just like the sound of it. So that's it for the engine. Brakes, I have 150%. You can go 200, probably better if you do 200. Just depends how much you have to spend. And then it's always a good idea to put on the max temperature brake pads. So suspension is the number 2, probably the number 1 most important thing on this run. Suspension 125 or 120% springs, 150% dampers, plus 5 centimeters in the front and plus 10 centimeters in the back for the ride height. Wheel spacer kit maxed out all the way, and angle kit as well. Your tires, recommend putting on off-road. Get way more grip, and if it's raining it'll help you out a lot. And that's pretty much it. Everything else is optional. So yeah, for me that's the perfect setup for this run, and I'll show you why right now. Alright, hopping and skip over, we're back at the Gujwa Meat Factory, and now that your containers have been dropped off, you're ready to load up. You want to obviously spawn your vehicle first. It's probably a good idea. Oh wait, looks like I need to repair this real quick. One sec. Alright, there we go, much better. Yeah, always make sure, you know, before this run you have full tank of gas and you are not, your engine's not about to explode. So yeah, now we're ready. I'll show you how I kind of like to load this thing up. It is a little difficult, so we'll get started loading up here. Another thing with this menu here, the amount here, number 3, don't be daunted by that when you see other people loading up, you know, 20 boxes. This will replenish in a few minutes after you load all of them up. I was very confused starting out doing that, but so yeah, you just load in that first one like that, strap her down, and usually the second one will, yep, it'll do that. That's what you want. something like that. And then before you stack those too high, this is what I like to do to save space. I like to hop on the tire here, and what I'm doing is aiming to put this box on that corner and have it stay like this, just like that. And when you're setting these boxes down, it's good to kind of look up, kind of makes it level so it doesn't bounce around as much. So I like to stack it like that. And this run, we're only going to do 10 because you do make quite a bit just off the 10 alone with the contract and the on-time bonus. So you'll notice as soon as I started loading this, there's a timer in the top right. That is the timer to let you know how much time you have to get your on-time bonus. To do this whole run, once you are loaded, once you leave the factory, it's only going to take you about 10 to 15 minutes max to get to the location with the shortcut I'm going to show you. Don't let that rush you. Also, that timer will reset per like 5 boxes you load. If you're loading up like 3 loads, let's say, it's going to show you the timer from the first one only. It won't show you the timer from the latest load that you put in, if that makes sense. And it'll always start at 30 minutes, I believe, or 31, forget, one of those two. But you get about 30 minutes from the time of the last like group of boxes you load. So don't worry too much about the time. So it can replenish. Try to get that stacked nicely like that. And you'll see in the bottom left there, the more boxes you have, the lower the price goes. But don't worry too much, you'll still make bank. That's why I kind of like doing it in 10 at a time, because it's a little quicker to load and get there and back. And yeah, let's say you were loading up like a trailer, right? And it might take you like the full 30 minutes to get the whole trailer filled up. That won't matter. Even the boxes that you have put in already, they'll still apply the on-time bonus, I believe, or at least for the last load that you have, which will double your profit. You'll see at the end. So you'll see here that the Guanjin supermarket is at 0, and we'll just wait here and see how long it takes to replenish, just so you guys kind of get an idea of how long you're waiting. You're really not waiting for long. It's about 10 minutes of waiting for this stuff to replenish and get it loaded in the truck, and then another 10 to actually deliver it. Right, so I think that's just 10. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, right on. Alright, so this is the route we're going, and once it gets to around here, right before the coal, you can make it on time if you take that path and take no shortcuts. If you really haul it, the route we're going to take, we're going to pass that road, come down here, and then this spot right here, that's what we're looking for, this little grass opening. And then this area right here, this is the path we're kind of taking up and through here, up and over, and then we should pop out right around here, skipping, you know, a whole lot of switchbacks and just annoying off-roading. So alright, we're gonna head there, time it, we'll see you guys there. Let's get going. This is the spot you want to come in. Do not run that giant bush over. You'll most likely hit that rock and flip. And if you have a trailer, you'll lose the trailer. I've done it multiple times. before you unload, head over to the box, hit contract, scroll down until you see meat box, and I have 10, so I'm going to do the 10 contract. Select OK, escape, enter vehicle, and let's see how much we made. Bada bing, 208,552 in 20 minutes, boys. You can see that on time, in time bonus is $116,000, which is more than the meat boxes sell for themselves. Great fast way once you get everything set up to make some good cash to, you know, buy more vehicles and expand more. Hope you enjoyed, hope it helped out. If you have any questions, put them down in the comments and I will try to answer them the best I can. Right on.